But then maybe okay. So I know the topic of today is negotiating in a digital age, but I'm going to push back on you guys, maybe play a little devil advocate. Should we be negotiating at all? There are a certain percentage of dealerships out there that have, and operators out there that have moved to a one-price model.
Do you remember Ford Direct, the original Ford experiment, right?
Yes.
Where there no
the
haggling.
Ford collection. You're talking about not the company, or not the company Ford Direct.
The Ford collection.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had a store we worked with in Tulsa, Oklahoma, that was right next to one of those Ford collection. They didn't all go that. There was only a few of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can't remember the number of years, but it was
Seattle.
It ended up costing Ford about $480 million.
This guy loved the fact that his neighbor was a Ford collection store because he destroyed them, right? Because he was a Chevy store right next door that negotiated, right? And so they would bring in. So anyway, it just was a failure. It was a flop.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting harder to negotiate the way we would start to negotiate. I mean, old school guys, an old school guy, you're going to find an old school guy. I'm an old school guy. You're going to get a guy that started in the car business in the 80s.
That's the premise of the show.
Yes, exactly.
Well, it's premise show. But also, I mean, and I was going to say, like, negotiate on what? I mean, guys, look at some of the margins and some of these vehicles.
But I mean, so like I said, when you started in the 80s, you stick them to the roof.
Sure.
That was how we negotiated then. You can't do that today anymore, right? Mm-hmm. But I mean, when you're talking about negotiating, it's not so much the price you're negotiating on. You're now negotiating on F&I product and F&I and finance. Finance is the cash cow of the dealership as far as the front end's concerned right now, and that's starting to get that's getting margin compression hardcore right now.
Yep. You can negotiate on the trade. What you think?
You can negotiate on the trade, and you can negotiate on this. Where we should be negotiating though is on the service level we're going to provide or what we're providing to the customer. I
think smart operators are looking exactly at that.
Right.
I got a good friend of mine out there who's an operator right now, and they're looking at each deal more holistically.